What's up, guys? Today we're playing Epic 7, and today is day number 81 in our Noob to Awesome series. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be doing a giveaway soon. I just haven't thought of what kind of contest we're going to have yet. We also need a prize. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know, but that's going to be coming up maybe this week or maybe early next week. Now, today we're going to be looking at B13. We're going to show you today how to beat B13 with just some normal heroes that you have, but also how to develop into that one shot, which isn't nearly as hard as it sounds. Also, I recently beat up to episode 100. So to celebrate that, we're going to do some summons. I'm excited. Hopefully we get something good. Let's go in and see what our luck looks like today. All right, let's get the summons done. I like to do this right away. I don't know, it's just fun. It sets up the day. We have one free Covenant summon here. Let's go ahead and take care of that. We get nothing. Wow, that was super easy. Let's see what else we get. I do have an Elemental summon. I have 3 actually. And I think that I got these from the... I don't know where I got those. Maybe Abyss? Let's see what we do in the Connection Heroes. Thief, can I get a Sid? There we go. Sid is amazing. He's a great hero, but really end game. He has that speed imprint here, which is really important, especially if you're going to be a cleaving type player. We have 2 more. What do we want? I have Rowana. A Senya would be good. You know what I want though? Give me a Zahak. He's one of my very favorite heroes. So awesome in this meta, especially against Aiden. I can't wait to destroy. Just murder Aiden's face. I don't know, I just like to do it. I'm sick. I'm sorry. Here we go. One more. Give me something. 5-star. I haven't gotten a 5-star in so long. Give me a 5-star. Come on now. Okay, that's a priest. Oh no.
Do you have any patience for me?
Whoa. Okay. Whoa, I freaked out for a second. I thought I was gonna be Rowana, but I don't want a duplicate. I don't need imprints right now. Instead, we get Ray. Ray is actually very good. People really love Ray. He dispels all debuffs and grants immunity, which is really nice. He also has a barrier here and another heal. He's a dedicated healer, and his imprint is into health. Now, what Ray typically does, or how you typically build him, is pretty fast because you want him to go before everyone else and get those cleanse off. Then you build him high into effect resist. You build him similar to a Destina. I actually do like him better than Destina, so that is pretty cool. Let's go now into our Moonlight summon. Oh, you know what? We have to go to the shop first. Let's go to the shop.
Welcome.
Transmit Stone shop. The only thing you should be buying with your gold transmit stones are these galaxy bookmarks. Let's go ahead and we're going to buy out the Molagora. Let's get the Spirit Bloom. Make sure everyone in this game should be getting this equipment and conversion chest, because the equipment conversion is just such a good place to try and get that epic level equipment. We're going to buy out the charms as well. And then let's come down into Conquest. We're going to be buying this Molagora. We are developing some of these endurance crests, these glory crests, but I'm not going to use them quite yet. Usually the first thing I buy is Unknown Slate, and then I start to buy the gear here. I am not buying energy right now because I want to come down and I want to get some more gear for this account. So we're going to be going into, I think, either the HP set or the attack set. Very important is that before the Conquest season, this gear is not as good starting value and not going to roll as well. So if you're going to buy this old gear, definitely buy it going backward, not from the back forward. See, this gear here is level 36, 33, 36. So that's, it's pretty good. When we get into this gear, we're going to see 33, 33, 31, 32. So not nearly as good. The substats aren't going to roll as good, and it doesn't have as good a starting value. All right, let's go in and get this summon done. You know what? Let's go to Mystic. No, let's not go to Mystic. We're going to go to Moonlight. Let's do Moonlight. I have, ooh, quite a bit. Not got enough to hit pity, but that's
Now is the
okay.
time of
Let's get this
repentance.
started right with a spark. Can I get a spark? I don't. Can I get Camilla? Come on, give me a Camilla. That's the right color.
Are you the new
Yes.
trainee?
Yes.
Greetings, I'm Camilla Bell.
Yes.
I'll be your
Ooh, now we
instructor
can
here at
start
the Order.
doing C13. Camilla, she is so useful in so many places. We are going to wreck with Camilla. Can't wait. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can I get a spark? No sparks. Okay. Can I get a Wanda? Let's get Wanda in the house. No, we get Anos. We're tired of Anos. Really have no plans to use her, even though she has that specialty change. What in the world? Here we go. Here's our Wanda.
I will
Oh
do my
no!
best.
Celeste? Celeste. That name, I like that name. The name's hot. Now, she's super fast, one of the fastest heroes in the game. You utilize her as an opener. What makes her really cool is her, I think it's her S number 1? Nope, her S number 2. 85% chance to decrease combat readiness by 20 points. When the caster's health is 80% or more, cooldown does not occur. That means if you go first, you hit all enemies, you can reduce their combat readiness, and then you can come and do it again on the next round, which is pretty amazing. But you need to have someone who can strip buffs go before so that you don't get messed up by immunity. We do not have the gear to make her work, so she is going to go onto the back row. Gloomy Rain, can we get a specialty change? Come on, Smilegate. Finish out the Banshees. Okay, here we go. Is this a 5-star? That was an amazing... Yes! Yes, yeah!
Everything I do is for the good of Perlin.
Oh, Pavel. Pavel, you naughty monkey. Pavel, okay. This guy, I don't know what to say. He is amazing. Pavel is amazing. He has a passive ability that when you fill up your fighting spirit, then he's going to do an AoE attack, boost up his combat readiness, right? And then we are going to be able to blast somebody with the S number 3. And really important, damage sharing effects are ignored. And when the caster's attack is greater than the attack of the target, penetrate by 70%. He works similar to Straws, right? Except that he is going, I think Straws penetrates 100% and he penetrates 50. One of the best heroes in the game. He's also in the Moonlight Blessing Season 2, but now we don't need to choose him because we got him here. Oh, that's pro. Pro. How many more do we have? Oh, yes. Okay, we get 4. Can we get some more? No. Anos. Anos is my curse. Come on. Come on, bro. I don't think I need any more 3-stars. Oh, we need Wanda. We need Wanda. Okay. Reclamore, right? Reclamore, Roar, Reclamore. Banshee, man, give them a specialty change. 2 more to go. What can we get? Nothing again. I guess I run out of luck with Pavel. Airwell, thank you for the imprint. Airwell, one of the best heroes in the game. You know, for a long time I thought this was a dude. I did. It's a girl. Her specialty change is amazing. She looks fantastic, and she does look more feminine. Uh, she gets an upgrade for sure. But I do have her built, one of the most amazing heroes. You see her in almost every draft in RTA. 4-star hero, we get a Watcher Shuri. That's it. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. Okay. Watcher Shuri, his S3 fully penetrates defense. The problem with Watcher is that he has a very low base attack, so it's difficult to get him into really great stats. But people build him slow onto a rage set, and he is primarily used for one-shotting hunts now. If you want to utilize him in PvP, he has a plus 10% speed imprint, which is very good. That way you can try and, you know, pair him with a Zeo or pair him with someone and try and outspeed. But usually you only utilize him for that S3 to get the full penetration. And that was it. That's all of our summons, but we still are coming into Mystics now. Now, of these, 3 here. Lionheart Sumia, very good. Last Rider Kraut, good as well. Desert Jewel Bazaar, very good. But we have this Urban Shoe. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about Urban Shoe. She looks cool. She has a real Power Ranger vibe going on. I think that she's untested and they haven't released any of her stuff yet. So, really concerned about what she's going to look like. When we look at her passive ability, she gets a 30% crit chance, which is amazing. Then she has the start of her turn, 1 focus, and Grand Bzz. Now, Bzz, it's like a Pokemon. It's like Pikachu type zap, right? She gets it for 1 turn. That means that when it activates, as long as she doesn't have Unbuffable, she's going to get it. But then it's going to go off of her. So that's very important because now she's not really a hero that you're going to utilize with counter-attacking. When focus is full, reset the cooldown of your S number 3. S3 is pretty good. It's a single target attack inflicting injuries and increases speed of everyone. When focus is full, consume all that focus, recovers her health, and a successful attack deals damage equivalent to 60% of injuries. So this is important because successful attack means that they haven't dodged her, right? So she's not going to really work against Aiden, at least not with this S3. Now, 60% of injuries, that's important too. Let's say you have a 25,000 HP A Ravi. Injury is 50%. So that's 12,000 damage that you take off their HP. Now, once you activate this, it's going to do 60% of that 12,000, which is like 7,500 damage on a single target attack. So you're going to hit her, you're going to do some damage, then you're going to hit her with this extra attack here, which is going to be similar to like an Uberous Tooth. It's not an extra attack, it's a proc. It's an additional proc, like a Briar Witch Azarian. Also, her damage is going to increase based on her HP. So I think what you do is you build her very strong HP, high crit chance, medium onto your crit damage. And she is going to do, I think, pretty good, but untested. Now, we didn't talk about this, but after attacking, inflicts 2,000 fixed damage on and injuries on all enemies. This is very important because you're going to hit everyone and do a little bit of injury. So the longer the fight goes on, the more of an advantage you are, especially things against like a Ravi, especially things like maybe a Bellion, right? Things like Shu, these are all going to affect them by quite a lot. Now, it says after attacking, that means S3 or S number 1. S1 helps her to cycle and she gains 1 focus. So this is going to be a very good hero. I think if you have something like a Moonlight Ray Sharon combo, or if you want to pair her with some other very good defensive heroes and just tick them down. But I'm concerned with how well she's going to cycle and how well she's going to be able to really fit into the meta. It seems like every fight's going to take a really long time. So I'm going to summon for Lionheart Sumia here, and then maybe I get to pick up Shu a little bit later. But we have 90 summons to go, so let's see if we can get a Lionheart Sumia today. Now, I've already done a lot. 110 summons for ML Landy. I did not get her, and that was the suck, because she is so awesome. So awesome, but did not get her. So let's see if we can get... Lionheart. Okay, can I get Samsa? Samsara. This is actually a really good artifact. I like this one a lot. This one goes very well with your Dark Corvus, and I think this one will actually work really well with that new Shu as well. So that's a good one to have. I actually picked that one for my selector, so try not to be mad about it, but I actually don't need it now. Oh, good. Is it another one? It's not. Eternus, it's the suck. No one uses it. That needs a full rework. Full rework on that. Still though, keep a maxed out copy just in case it does get a rework. That way you're able to, you already have it, right? Steadfast Gatekeeper, they just changed this one, and it works against the elite boss monsters. So I'm not quite sure how to utilize that. Before we had the artifact that was in the Hall of Trials, it did the same thing. So this is a free version of that, which makes me think now that they're going to rework that Hall of Trials artifact, because those artifacts in Hall of Trials, they're not very well utilized, right? They're just not. What else can we get today? I was really hoping to pull Lionheart Sturmia quickly. That way I can save some of these Mystic Metals and try for Shu as well. We did get Pavel. That was amazing, right? Oh my goodness. That Pavel surprised me. Definitely going to build that Pavel. I'm not sure I can really utilize him. He's more for an aggro cleave style where you want to win in the first round or two. So not quite sure how that's going to work out for us, but I think that he's going to be pretty good. You know, I wouldn't mind that Acades. Moonlight Acades would be pretty good as well. She might fake us out, right? She might fake us out. I actually don't have Moonlight Acades. I don't know what she even does. She's a brand new hero that just came out with this banner. I am happy they're releasing Moonlight 4 stars again, though. For a long, long time, they really paused those Moonlight 4 stars, and just recently started picking it back up. 3 more to go. 2 more. Last one. And we don't get it. Having such a difficult time. Look at this. I haven't got, this account has not pulled anything in the Mystic Summons yet. I haven't gotten a 4-star or a 5-star. That is just crazy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna do a Covenant bookmark right here. We get nothing. Okay, I better stop. Still, we got that Pavel. Used up my luck, but definitely worth it. Let's go now into B13 and see how we're gonna conquer that today. Here we go with our base level B13 team. I'm using all free heroes. We get Vivian from the Hunt challenge. We also get Aiden for free when you start episode number 4. And we're using 2 3-star heroes here. Now what we have, and a team wide, we have attack buff, we have immunity, we have a way to remove the poison so that Banshee Curse doesn't kill us. We have damage, then we also have defense break. And all of those things together are really going to help speed up your run. If I had a little bit of Molagora into Vivian, then she would have cleared that whole first wave by herself. But that's okay. We can definitely work on her gear. Now once we get into the Banshee phase, then you have until 70% before she triggers her next phase. She's going to summon 3 mini Banshees, and you need to bring in AoE abilities here to be able to clear it quickly. If I brought in something like a Green Bologna, or a Vildred, or a Landy, then that would definitely speed up this fight. Now once you clear all these Banshees, then we go back to the main Banshee fight, which is very important, because now we can do as much damage to her as we possibly can, and just be able to kill her. Montmorency here, she does bring in a level of security where we're not really going to be losing, but this run does take about 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
You'll regret facing me. Let me take your pain away. Why, you little... I'll end you! Here I go. How dare you? Don't look down on me! Be prepared. Here's the final strike.
Now that we've cleared B13, now it's time to do it faster. My original clear is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but that's not fast enough. The ultimate goal as you go into end game is to one-shot all of these hunts. That way you can farm efficiently without spending all the time in the world on your phone, but also because we have hunt buff events, you want to be able to clear them as fast as possible. I have a one-shot video for every one of the hunts in my library, but I'm going to go ahead and link the B13 one up here so that you can go ahead and see that. Now what we want here is we want Vivian. She's very important here because she's going to grant us immunity and attack buff. Now we also have the exclusive equipment where she gets 50% combat readiness when she does her S3, which is very important because we want to clear this whole first wave without triggering any of our other heroes. So on the run that we're going to do, I'm going to do it manually, but I'm going to do exactly what the AI would do when you run this on auto. Our Vivian here is going to use her S number 3.
Destroy all.
We get that buff and we get the combat readiness. Now we have an AoE that we need here. Now I'm using Landy. I actually don't like Landy. She's not very good for this. Instead, what we want is an AoE hero that does not use a combat readiness increase. So something like a Charles would go really well here. Something like a green Vildred. You can even use someone who's not green, as long as they can do enough damage that between the Vivian and whoever you use, they can kill everything. Now, of course, Landy's going to do her S number 3.
Let's see what you're
Now,
capable of.
next up here is we want this hero to be slow enough that Vivian takes the next turn, which is important, right? Because we want this debuffer, this is our defense breaker, we want them to go first when we get into the boss fight. So you want to run Vivian about 230 speed. You want to run your next hero, below 220. We want 11 speed difference here. This hero we want to run at about 130 speed, and then this hero we want to run at 11 less than that. So probably no more than 119, or as long as you can go 11 speed difference, I think that's fine. Now with your free spirit, because this is our defense breaker, right? She does on her AI an S number 2, which is not going to affect our rotation. So she can be a little bit faster here. So if you're using free spirit, put her up to about 170. She'll do this S number 2, and then she'll go ahead of your base level cleaver when you get to the boss. See here, now we have Vivian. She's going to clean everything up. Now this is what you want. Between these two heroes, you want to clear the whole first wave without your last hero going at all. Now when we get to the Banshee, you can damage her down to 75% here before she triggers all the little Banshees. One way you can get around this is you can use a restrict debuff on her. She's not immune to restrict, and what's going to happen is that she's not going to boost her combat readiness. So that means that you have longer before you have to be able to kill her, right? Which can be very good. So what we're going to do now is we're going to S1 onto Landy.
I'm all ready.
We also get an S1 here onto Vivian. That was a dual attack. Now the way that you can reduce the RNG from the dual attacking is you can run, I think it's called Spirit's Breath. It's where you get, when you get a kill, it's going to reset her S number 2, and that way she'll use her S number 2 and not trigger that dual attack. So now we see that we do have a free spirit turn. Free spirit is going to come in and do the defense break on the boss.
Flutter, gust.
And again, you don't want to take her below this mark. So you can build up these 3 heroes with enough damage to take her very close to this mark without going over. Now your very last hero is going to be somebody who can one-shot this. Euphine can one-shot it, Ervelyn can one-shot it, you can even one-shot it with Ram or Biken. Now, I don't have the gear to be able to do that. What you want is a Rage set, and you want a Daydream Joker. But this is how far you have to set it up. You can see, so far it's worked perfectly. My Ram actually has no gear at all, but she's going to do this S number 3, and she's going to go ahead and kill the boss. Again, I'm going to put up the link to the video to One Shot, but I wanted to run through with you so that you can help set this up on your own account. And let's finish up today's video going over our heroes and their stats. First up, we do have Landy. She is on a speed counter set. Now, I do run her too fast. I would really like to have her onto an attack pair of boots and pull her down under 180 speed. That way I can utilize her into expeditions without her taking that first turn before the boss. We have her on a general damage artifact as well. Pretty much any artifact that you usually use, I think, will work here. Now, our Helga is on our free destruction set with crit as well. Too slow. I like to run my Helga at about 170 to 185 speed with this much damage. And we also want to pull her, I think, this effectiveness is pretty good, around about 50, because she does get an extra 50 here. And we want to be at least 85 when you factor in this effectiveness so that she can land defense break on her S number 2 and also her S number 1. Mom Moranti is here for healing. You can utilize any healer that will be able to remove those debuffs. Ray comes to mind since we just got him. Destina also comes to mind, but Angelic Mom Moranti is pretty good in this. And of course, we're just using our free HP set with a Rod of Amaryllis as well. And then lastly, we're going to be coming to our Verdant Aiden. Now, Aiden does not have any gear because I moved her gear onto the Free Spirit. This is the gear that she had on. We want to try and get 100% crit rate. That way you have less RNG. This is just leftover gear that I had from the Abyss. We want to make sure she has at least 65% effectiveness. That way she lands a defense break on the boss. Otherwise, we're just going for speed and a little bit of damage. Again, with your speed tuning, when you run that one-shot team, we want to have her down under 135 speed. That way she does not cut Vivian, and Vivian can go and kill everyone. Good luck on your B13 one-shot team. You can definitely do it. It's not nearly as hard as it sounds. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy this video. Give me a like so other people just like you can find it as well. Until next time, happy hunting and good luck on your battles.